Hey Booktube, this is Kelly. Thank you so much for watching my channel, Books I'm Not Reading. Today it's like I've never made a video before, but actually I'm here to begin the celebration of 5 years on Booktube. So Friday, 5 years ago, I sat at our kitchen table, which you will see later in the week in the thumbnails. The thumbnails sort of progress until we get to the kitchen table. But I sat at our kitchen table and I made a video and talked about how much I loved Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen and what a turning point in my reading life that was for me as a reader. And yeah, so I'm gonna start off with a really silly video here. In some ways, 5 booktubers that I could never have made it 5 years without. Now, one of you, you're probably not watching, but one of you sent me, sent Jason and I a care package that included these paper dolls. They're definitely not American. They certainly are not like the paper dolls that I had growing up. But I remember when we got them, I was like, oh, it'd be so much fun to make paper dolls of other booktubers. And so I sincerely hope I do not offend the people that I love so much with my paper dolls. And I decided, in the interest of fairness, I would make a paper doll of myself. So here we go. Here's Kelly. I did not put that fig leaf on there that was on the doll to start off with. But I've been trying to put like things in people's hands a little bit. So, you know, we've got a heart and a star for like kindness and whimsy and silliness. Hopefully my mouth isn't that big in real life. I didn't give anyone a nose. And also, for the record, there were very few choices in the way of hair. So there I am. Paper doll form. Okay. The next person that I can't talk about my channel without talking about is my husband, Jason at Old Blues Chapter and Verse. Now, he's kind of a bear, without any ears, unfortunately, but, and he's holding our cat Blue. I don't know how well you can see that. Jason actually had to draw the cat, because I don't have any artistic skills, but I gave Jason a big kiss on the cheek, and I put a heart on his shirt because even though he pretends to growl and he gets worked up about things like that, he really is kind of a softie. I would have never even gone looking for Booktube. Jason found it and started watching it, and I quickly realized this was not like a passing phase. This was not gonna go away. I definitely would not have a Booktube channel without Jason. So, all right. The next person is the first person I really started watching on Booktube. Oh my God, okay. Just so nervous about the reaction to this. So here's Steve Donahue. They didn't really have a Steve Donahue shirt in the paper doll set. I did give him shorts, but yeah, so I made him a Brat of Love shirt, and he's got it's supposed to be like a stack of books, and it says never enough books on the side of it. So yeah, Steve was the first channel that I regularly watched. There was definitely a stretch of time where, you know, that was part of our nightly ritual, was watching a Steve video, and it was just terrible when there were no Steve videos to watch. And you know, that was, again, so I started my channel 5 years ago. So 2018, Steve was getting boxes and boxes, and I mean, he had so many packages every day to open from publishers, and the hauls were just huge. But it was really how I found out about a lot of new books or books that were coming out. And, you know, I loved like Steve's kind of low-key style, if you will. He's not like tech fancy or anything like that, just like me with my paper dolls. So anyways, Steve, thank you for inspiring me and so many other people to start a booktube channel. And Steve has also just personally been extremely kind to me over the years. So thank you so much, Steve. All right, so the next booktuber, her channel has kind of changed over time, and it's maybe more focused on cross stitch and needlework, but and I'm sorry again, there was just no hair options that would work for this person. So this is Rainey from Rainy Day Reads. Now, and I put a little flower, Rainey, in her hand to symbolize like her creative work in terms of needlepoint and cross stitch. And I'm sorry, the idea came after I'd already created you, Rainey, but I loved those glasses for you, and Rainey has the most beautiful smile. But anyway, Rainey really helped me get through parts of COVID, 2020 primarily. We were both working at home for a stretch. She longer than me, which I was very envious of. But you know, we did talk a lot on Voxer, and it was just great to have somebody else aside from my husband and my parents, and you know, by email, like my coworkers and stuff like that, like someone else to talk to about what is happening, what's going on, what, you know, those sorts of things. So yeah, I really, really appreciate it. And Rainey is one of those people that, even though we are not like commenting on each other's channels much, and I haven't talked to Rainey for a while on Voxer, like I know if I reached out to her, she would be there for me and she would respond. So I am really grateful to Rainey for helping me get through that stretch of time. All right, the next person is someone who actually started their channel after me, but has had a huge influence on me and has been incredibly kind and incredibly generous with herself, and just, yeah, I mean, yeah, I really owe this booktuber a lot. So this is Gina from Gina Stanier Reads, and yeah, Gina and I have become very good friends. We talk on Voxer quite a bit throughout the day. Unless she's on, you know, unless she's poolside. I could have put a cocktail on the other hand, but I didn't. I put Miss Reed in her hand. But Gina is, you know, what you see on the videos is really Gina. Like, she is super kind, super warm, friendly, funny. Yeah, so we have had, she's actually the only booktuber I have talked to over the phone. So I think so. Correct me if I'm wrong down in the comments section. Oh my God, I hope these people forgive me for this. Anyway, so here's Gina. And again, the underwear, I know Gina would never wear anything that sheer. The underwear were just part of the doll itself, the paper doll. So, okay, and last but definitely not least, and this one is kind of, I don't know, like androgynous maybe? I'm not sure what the right word would be, but it's all of you. So you're kind of a mystery to me sometimes. So that's why I gave you this like space age kind of like, I don't know, slightly hippie outfit. I put hearts in your hands because you guys are just such a wonderful community. Again, no hair, sorry. Nothing to do there, but there are so many people who comment regularly on my channel who do not have their own channel. and people that I talk to on Voxer who don't have their own channel, or who I communicate through Instagram who don't have their own Booktube channel. So, I mean, really, like, again, if you look at the comments for a lot of my videos, the majority, I would say, are people who don't have channels. And I am so grateful. I am so grateful for all of you. You've gotten me through some really tough times. You've always been encouraging and kind and caring and supportive. And, you know, like, some of you have stuck with me through difficult buddy reads, or just challenges that I've had, you know, videos that flopped and failed. And, you were still there, like, yeah, Kelly. so Booktube just really wouldn't be the same. Even the people, again, like, I have a feeling there's definitely people who are watching who are not leaving comments, and that's okay. Like, I understand. I'm hoping that, like, people are slowly feeling more comfortable about leaving emojis or giving videos thumbs up, things like that. But nevertheless, like I can look at the views and I see you. I don't necessarily see you in the comment section, but I'm paying attention that you're there. And anyway, so yeah, I had to have all of you somehow represented. So there you are. And, you know, some of you I do know, like I said, a little bit better than some of the rest of you, and that's okay. I hope you like your paper doll version of yourselves, and I look forward to hearing about what you think of my my selection. And also, I would really love to know who are the most important booktubers to you, because maybe I don't know about them and I should be watching their channels. So please feel free to shout out your favorite booktubers in the comments section down below. I would love to hear that and see that. So, and a special thank you to everyone I made a paper doll of. I hope we're still friends afterwards. So, all right, Booktube, remember to be kind to yourself, be kind to others, and I'll be back tomorrow with another 5-year celebration video. Bye.